Hello Virgo, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your October 2024 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the second half of October, and this reading is for you, the earth sign of Virgo. I always hope that everyone's doing well, and I always want to thank you for being part of the great gift it is to be able to create these videos. Thank you for your time and attention in watching them, and for those of you who like, share, and subscribe. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, this is your video. And cross-watchers, if you're cross-watching for Virgo, this video is relevant as well. It's a general reading. It might resonate a little differently for everyone who watches. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, of course. If you know any or all of your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch those as well for additional insight and perspective. If you find that something really does hit home, it really does resonate with you, and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for a friend perhaps, or you simply just resonate with a reading style. If you're interested, you can email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact information also by clicking the description of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you pretty quickly, same day or within 24 hours with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings, all areas of life, different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. I've put a little something in there for everyone, and I'm quite diligent and focused on the timely scheduling of personal readings, as it's all that I do. I do this full time. So if you're interested, email me. Okay, Virgo, let's see what the second half of October 2024 looks like for you. For those of you who like to know, I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with the Three of Swords. Little emotional pain or disappointment or heartache here. With the Emperor. This suggests that you may be going through a time of stress or emotional pain, disappointment, letdown, a breakup or something. Some of you, you may be going through a bit of a turbulent time, with an individual. It might be represented by the Emperor here. It could be a father figure, boss, an older person, a husband even. Others of you, it just represents that the Three of Swords is obviously you're going through some difficulty, some challenges here, right? A tough time, as we all do. But the Emperor also strongly suggests that you have what you need to navigate through this. The Emperor knows, the Emperor is a wise person. He's the boss of bosses, right? He has an empire, and the empire is comprised of kingdoms, which the kings and queens each rule, right? But all of those kingdoms together comprise an empire, and the emperor is at the head of that. So he understands that every decision he makes, affects a lot of people. And so he's a wise person. He's meticulous and contemplative in the choices that he makes. He often sets his own feelings or wants aside, even temporarily, to make a decision that's for the greater good of everybody else, right? It's about kind of, doing things by the book and doing things in a right and proper way. So this does suggest that you have the ability to get through this challenging or difficult time period, Virgo. And it may be that somebody who is in a position of authority or headship over you has, could be hurt you or let you down or, let's keep going. We'll see how it plays out. Next, we have the Six of Coins. Gift giving, gift receiving. You may be on one or the other end of this. It's also an implication of being open to both giving and receiving. Have you been giving more than you're getting back? Are you taking more than you're giving? The Six of Swords, healing. I think you're being offered some support and help on a path of healing here. We have the Three of Coins, which is a card of partnership, of teamwork, of collaboration, of being in alignment with another person or even a group of people. You're all working towards the same thing. So it's a card of everyone having something to contribute and compromising and negotiation towards a common goal or a common cause. with the Knight of Coins. Slow but steady work is how this gets accomplished and how this gets built. From the bottom of the deck, representing overall energy and focus for the second half of October, is the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is a card that says that you are holding yourself hostage. Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs this, our intellectual landscape, how we think, our belief systems, our ideologies. That's what's keeping this person trapped here. It represents that you may feel you've gotten yourself into a situation or find yourself in a situation that you can't get out of, or you can't change, or you can't implement any changes because the challenges are too great, internal or external, as well. And it's not to say that the challenges you face in navigating through this are not real or challenging, but the Eight of Swords is a card of somebody who says, well, I can't because of this, or I can't because of that, or I can't because of the other thing, or this or that or the other. All the reasons and excuses and justifications we give ourselves from pushing through challenges in order to get to the other side of them. It's kind of a feeling here that you've been let down or disappointed, or, some plan that you had is changed, or the speed at which something is supposed to happen has changed, and you feel like there isn't anything you can do. But there is. There's a way being offered here, I can see, regardless of what this is about. I mean, it could be about anything. This is a general reading, so it might resonate for some of you in one area of life. For others, it might resonate for you in another area of life. That's the nature of general readings. But the fundamental energy doesn't change. I mean, there's a feeling of letdown. And in general readings, the intensity of that can vary. So it might be you're disappointed in something not working out the way you wanted to, or there's emotional pain or heartache or breakup, or, something of that sort. But the point is that you feel you can't change it, or that there's no way around something or through something, when in fact there is. And there's one offered here, or going to be offered here. Let's take a look at that Eight of Swords. Here, I think it's collaborating, getting everybody on board, and a slow, steady sort of way here. This is so similar to Capricorn and Taurus. It's almost like the same reading. You guys are kind of the same this month. Okay, clarifying the Eight of Swords, we have the Six of Pentacles, again, which is the same as that Six of Coins, gift giving, gift receiving. Temperance, which is a card of balance. Learning how to shift and adjust while staying grounded and not allowing whatever change that you didn't anticipate happening, pull you off center and allow you to get into this Eight of Swords energy where I can't, and it's all bad, right? Temperance is being in the middle of a seesaw or teeter-totter, because the center is where you're going to find your balance, because the outside arms are always moving. They represent things you don't necessarily have control over. But if you leave your center and allow those to pull you out there, you're going to fall and lose your balance. So it's about staying centered in who you are, what you're about, where you're headed, what you want, and learning how to shift and adjust, meaning adapt and adjust to things as they come up without kind of, getting yanked out of your center here. Seven of Wands, Three of Cups, Eight of Wands. It feels like there was something that you wanted, something that you had planned, and either the opportunity to do that is no longer there, or the speed at which you wanted to do it has changed. Because what I'm getting here ultimately is needing to still remain balanced and find a way. There's a way being offered that's kind of a compromise and negotiating way through this, but it's going to take more time and more patience. Free will, free agency, you can allow it yourself to get kind of hung up on the change, and just say, oh, well, I can't, or, oh, it's going to be too hard to do it that way, or it's going to take too long or something. But this is the way through that Spirit is providing. We have the Magician, Justice. Same two cards showed up, I think, for Capricorn and Taurus as well. There's a way through this. There's a way through it that that won't leave a bad taste in your mouth. You can still manifest the things that you want here with the Magician card. You have everything in you to kind of navigate through this. Justice is about kind of a rule of law, like what's fair, equitable, and even. It's also about honor, truth, morality, and ethics. There's a right way to do this. There's a way to navigate through this, and you have the ability to do that. The Knight of Cups, there's an offer or an opportunity here for it, driven by love, support, and encouragement. But it's going to require, a bit of economy, meaning it could be financial and material economy, but it's a card of caution and being careful. I feel here like your plans in something got derailed, or there's something you really wanted and you had a plan and a time frame for that plan, and this is how it was going to happen, and it just got blown out of the water by something maybe you couldn't anticipate. And now there's this sense of almost a little bit of a pity party. Don't shoot the messenger, but it's like, oh, it's all bad and everything's against me, and somebody else is saying, look, there's a way through this. We can do this. It's going to take a little longer, and we're going to have to compromise and negotiate on this to kind of, get together on the same page. But it's kind of like you're like, no, it's all bad, and I can't because it's going to take too long. It's going to be too hard. There's all this, but you can. There's a way being provided here. The Hanging Man, the Emperor again. The Hanging Man is a card that represents the temporary sacrifice of staying still instead of acting like you want to or rushing forward. Instead of taking action, it's a temporary sacrifice of remaining still so that you can gain more knowledge, information, truth, insight, so that when the time does come for you to act, that you're going to do it in a better and more right way, right? Again, patience, wisdom, and economy. You have the Emperor here again. Some of you, this Emperor actually represents somebody else in your life that's in a position of headship or authority and wisdom, who are advising you, look, you're going to have to take a little bit of time and watch this play out for a little bit before you take action here, and not get so caught up in not focusing. I think the challenge here is not focusing on what went wrong, on focusing on what has slowed you down, or what's thrown a monkey in the wrenches, right? Because the temptation here is to get caught up in focusing all your energy on what isn't going right. When somebody else is saying there's another way here, we can do this, it's going to take a little bit longer, but you're gonna learn and gain a little bit more insight during this time period. It's about compromise and negotiating, and it's going to take time and patience. I feel like it's a little bit longer than what you had planned. There's some adjustments to it, both in whatever it was that you wanted and in the time frame that you had planned for this thing to happen. So the challenge is not to get caught up in that it didn't happen the way that you wanted it to, but to instead focus your energy on, okay, let's adapt, let's adjust, let's kind of collaborate and compromise on how we can kind of continue to move this forward, or I can continue to move this forward. There's a right way to do this. All right, advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. This is so similar to Capricorn and Taurus's reading. More Capricorns, I think. Eight of Swords again. Don't focus on the swords. Focus on the fact that there's a way through them, a way around them, and the only person that's actually keeping you in that circle is your thoughts, your ideas. The Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles. There's a path through. It's a little slower, but there's a path through. The Six of Swords, healing. Again, there's an offer and opportunity to continue to move forward and to heal in the ways that you need to heal. You're being on the right path. There's hope, renewal, and a new beginning here. It's just going to take a little bit of more time and some adjustment of your original goal or idea. So I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. Those are your messages for the second half of October. I'm amazed at how similar this was to, I know at least Capricorn's reading. It's almost the same reading. So I hope that for those of you for whom it's resonated, that it's been helpful, that it's given you some food for thought, something to think about. If it did hit home, if it did resonate with you and you'd like to take a deep dive on it, a deeper look, and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply resonated with the reading style. Again, if you're interested, you can email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact information by clicking the description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the next set of generals. Until then, stay well, stay safe. Hope to see you back here again soon, and I hope to hear from some of you as well. Take care. Bye-bye.